Hi, I'm Allan Dumbreck from the School of Media, Culture and Society at the University of the West of Scotland.
And I'm Gayle McPherson from the same school.
And we're here to talk about our book, Music-Entrepreneurship, which is released by Bloomsbury on the 17th of December. And the object behind the book is to try to decode how you get involved in the music industry's plural. We've broken music down into a series of sectors. We've given case studies from young people who've set up digital distribution networks, set up their own record labels, set up their own events. And then we look at that material in relation to existing academic writing, and a series of academics, including ourselves, have helped to digest that material to try to encourage young people to get involved in the music industries. We've tried to write it in a way that is not necessarily specifically designed for those who've got their own academic background. We'd like to think that the general public, young people who just want to set up their own businesses, can read this as well. So hopefully it's accessible to as many people as possible.
Yeah, we started about 2.5 years ago talking about the book and trying to look at the gaps in the market, and we were engaging young people in our degree programs who were coming out into industry and thinking that they could only really engage in one career or one part of the music industry. And really now we're seeing this a lot more with our graduates, that that's not enough. You have to have what we call a portfolio career. And actually we were just seeing that happening anyway, is that sometimes people were in a band, or they were a project manager, or they ran a festival, but they had to do other things as well. So they may have run a festival for part of the year, then they managed a band, and then they played in a band, and all these different things. And people were thinking, well, if I'm not good enough to be an artist, does that mean I can't work in the music industries? But now there were so many different parts of it that we were speaking to people who were in the music industries, people who had been successful in it, and thought we really need to bring these people together to try to relay this to young people. And by that we mean up to 35-year-olds. They were still making up different parts of their career and changing that. That wasn't one thing anymore. They may have done something successful, and then it was okay to say that part's over and I'm going to do the next thing. Yeah, I mean, one of the themes that's running through the book is the digital engagement now that we're seeing in the music industries, and we agonised as to whether to make that a separate chapter, but actually we found that in every single chapter we were having an element of the digital, because as you said, there's digital distribution, there's digital consumption, there's digital production, and we started to see that, and that comes across in many of our case study examples. Even, for example, taking the running of a festival and how you engage in that, and the way that both producers and consumers now are engaging in digital technology, whether that's to download music, to buy music from their phones, to the digital distribution of that, to the data and the social media analytics that gives you when you're at a festival, so that the festival organisers know the reach and the extent of which the consumers are engaging with the music on site. So there's a wealth of understanding and explanation of digital production and consumption throughout the book, and I think that's one of the key differences that we'll see with books in the music sector just now.
Yeah, and I think the main message for myself is that we'd like to think that the book will encourage young people to get over their fear, their resistance of what if this doesn't work, what if I can't take this forward, because most of the people that they'll encounter, most of the case studies they'll encounter will speak about sometimes your first or your second idea doesn't work. It's very important to keep going, that an entrepreneur, a true entrepreneur, keeps going until they've perfected their idea, until they get through to where they need to go. And we want to encourage young people across the globe, but particularly in the UK, to take their ideas forward and to believe in what they're doing, because it can be done, and hopefully this book's going to help them to do that.
Well, also you'll see within this book that we interviewed over 20 people that work in the sector, and so you get the benefit of their experience in this as well.